Hi, Paul Slackis, Good News Broadcast and Pause the World for Peace. And we know there's no peace when you don't have good health. And here's a question. I don't know the answer to this. Do you know the difference between health span and lifespan? Health span and lifespan. It's a very interesting commentary here. We're going to talk to, uh, is that really your name? Holiday Durham?
That's really it. That's my name.
Because my grandson goes to Duke. So I'm like, really? Okay. PhD and MS, a registered dietitian. Oh, dietitians are smart. Will be available to discuss results and explain how you can adapt your healthy lifestyle to live a longer, disease-free, and here's a big word, disease-free life. Hi, good morning. Hi, how are you today?
I'm doing well. It's good to be
Okay.
here.
Well, great. So what should I eat?
That's a loaded question, my goodness.
Let's get right to the point. Aren't you, are
Yeah,
you what you eat?
right to the point, straight shooter.
Are you what you eat? Are you what you eat?
Sometimes I don't want to be what I eat. Everything in moderation, right?
Okay, well, you tell us. What should we do? What are some of the things
So I think,
we should consider?
yeah, so I think you had mentioned, you did mention the difference between lifespan and health span. And there's really an important distinction. We're all aware of lifespan, how many years a person lives, but a more uncommon term is health span. And this is really the number of healthy years a person lives free of disability or disease. And we also know that the average American's lifespan is getting longer, but they're actually spending more time sick or disabled during those years. And this really mirrors, an interesting stat by the World Health Organization, and that's the average American today will spend, the last 11 years of his or her life in poor health. And this is really concerning, but there is good news.
Mhm.
And that is, we know that habits can certainly impact both. And so the idea is to potentially help close this gap between lifespan and health span.
Okay, I have a smart brother-in-law doctor who does focus on health span. He says,
Okay.
I want to live as long as I can healthy. If not, then he has questions. So what's the good news here? What can we do during that healthy time or the time, I guess, these bodies break down in some ways?
Yeah, the good news is that we can do something about it. We conducted this survey to really share information to help motivate people to live healthier lifestyles and to really be proactive in evaluating their health and wellness efforts. We want people to be proactive and not reactive. We also, you mentioned a physician in your family. We want to help people understand that, in the United States, trillions of dollars are spent on healthcare every year. But there still is a gap between life expectancy and health span, and it's still growing, which is concerning. But we wanna help people also understand that they can help close this gap by practicing these, healthy lifestyle habits and really embracing things that they enjoy, particularly around the holidays. Being around family, being around community, being outside, embracing healthy recipes during the holidays so they're not completely derailed post holidays is something we really, want to share.
It says here and Amway's first annual Habits and Health Span. So that's Amway, the company that's been around for 600 years and that they've been doing
You got it.
and that
A little less than that, but yeah,
my mother-in-law
you're
used to
exactly right.
sell some Amway products, if
That's
I'm
awesome.
correct. So
Yeah,
I know Amway. Amway is a very good company and a good leadership and
certainly is.
a very good
Yeah.
a founder who's CSR, corporate socially responsible. The company's been doing good things. So, what are some of the new products that they have that we should think about? Are you able to, mention them, or just it's the concept
Yeah.
of living life
Yeah.
effective?
Absolutely. I think, one thing that Amway has recently done as we've commissioned this survey, and you mentioned that, and this is the Habits and Health Span Survey. And, there's a number of things that we want to share from that survey. And, one of those is 57% of our respondents engaged in healthy habits within the past year. They said that they did so for medical reasons. And the majority of these individuals actually, adopted these healthy habits because their doctor either told them so or they were trying to mitigate a health issue. Far less individuals actually, adopted these healthy habits because they learned them at a young age from their parents or a loved one, and not in response to a pressing issue. So, these insights really underscore the need to be more proactive versus reactive when it comes to our health. And, it's something that Amway is really standing for. We're an entrepreneurial led company, and we are, leading the way in the health and well-being space.
In fact, worldwide, right? Aren't you worldwide?
Yeah, absolutely. We are global. We're in over 100 countries. We're, the world's #1 direct selling company. You know,
Yeah, no, I think that the young people, at least my daughter said, Dad, don't eat that. No, but you know, you get older, you've had these habits, let's call them. Uh,
yeah,
are,
absolutely.
you think this is gonna be your solution to your frustrations, no, or whatever is going on. But maybe it's a wise time as you get older to be a little smarter. You don't need to eat as much, maybe, as you get older. Is there any statistics and things like that? Because I like to eat a lot.
Yeah, eating's a good thing, but like in moderation, and thinking about, the quality of life that you have, it means a lot in those latter years, right? I think the other things that, I want to point out from the survey, there was a number of other key findings, in reference to traceability and sustainability, in reference to gut health, and you mentioned your daughter, in reference to children's nutrition. So I'll start with traceability and sustainability. We found that the majority of Americans, 77% of those individuals surveyed, were taking one supplement every day. And they really wanted to know what they're putting in their body. They're smart, they're doing their research, they're trying to figure out, what these ingredients are, the products, the company. And we found that the majority of these individuals are more likely to purchase supplements and vitamins that are traceable. And you might be wondering, what does that even mean? That means you're able to track the ingredients from where they're grown, where they're manufactured, where they're produced. And this really empowers consumers when they're purchasing a product, and it ensures in their minds a quality product. They also care about sustainability, and they also care about the environment. They want to know the companies that they're purchasing these products from do as well. We also found that at the time of this survey, the individuals, taking the survey, 1 in 3 were experiencing gut problems. And this is no surprise. Over half of individuals that took the survey had experienced gut problems. And this was more prevalent in terms of not, they felt like that they weren't diagnosed properly in a younger population versus an older population. But it's something to really think about, that these issues are on people's minds. And then, moving into children's nutrition, the majority of parents with children living at home actually feel negative emotions around their children's nutritional intake. And a portion felt even frustrated and helpless. So, collectively, these results are quite compelling. And they really, show us that there's an opportunity for education, for community, and even for improvement.
So if I recollect, Amway had wonderful products for, so acid reflux seems to be a becoming more common concern. Is that so? Would you say? I mean, you're a dietitian, so you have people try to live a balanced, besides a lifestyle, food intake.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certainly gastric, reflux is something that is on the minds of some. I don't have the stats behind it, but I think, with this, we really want to convey, with this survey, that people really have the ability to make healthier lifestyle decisions, which can impact things like you're talking about. And also encouraging their friends and family to do so, which you've also mentioned. And, there's really strength in community, especially around the holidays, being around like-minded people. It really makes a difference in people's health and well-being journey. And I think I want to, I really want to stress that, if you're practicing healthy habits, that's great, keep it up. But if you're not, it's not too late. Every day is an opportunity to adopt healthy habits, no matter, your age or your situation. So don't get discouraged. And you can really help close that gap between lifespan and health and health span. So, for more resources, survey details, go to amwayglobal.com to find that information. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Congratulations, and thank you very much. We'll take a real deep look at that survey. Thank you very much. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.